What's up? So I'm on my way to visit my family for the holidays, spend Christmas with them, and I was kind of just sitting here reflecting on the drive. And sorry for the noise. This is just like the best time to shoot this video. But I was reflecting on this trading year and thought I should just share some insight, some wins, some losses, and not necessarily even the P&L, but more just like mindset, the lessons, the key things that caused the growth this year. And the first one, I'll pop up the December 2024, December of this year, which is not over yet. And as you can see, like just two drastically different years, like or months. Both green months. I ended last year green, and this year, as long as something disastrous doesn't happen, which my first lesson is risk management, but we'll get to that in a second. This should be one of my better months on the year, and one of the main reasons for that is the risk management. So not always, I'm not going to always have all green months like this month, but the past 3 months, my biggest loss has been $2,500, and it's not to brag, but it's really to say like this is one of the key lessons of this year is taking risk management serious, not just a theory, not just a talking point. I didn't last year. And most of y'all know the story. Kinfo reached out. I was not public, and because they have access to the trading data because it was linked, and they were like, "Yo, you're killing it, bro. Like, let's have an interview." So I did. And that's why I created the group, just as a little beta test to see if anybody would be interested. And here we are, and it's growing, and super blessed and thankful for that. But it was great that I was winning. Obviously, I wouldn't want to change that, but it is wild how much of a different trader I am because my stop losses used to be so loose. Like, I mean, they were there, but they were loose. So that's one of the first things that I wanted to talk about was just the risk management. It's not a fun thing to talk about, and remember, not financial advice, educational purposes only. I'm just telling you what I learned this year, but risk management is no longer just a theory, a talking point. It's actually something I take serious. Like, it's the most serious is protecting my capital. I trade, my size is smaller now. I keep less in my account, and I know where I'm stopping out, adding all of that before I get into play or immediately when I get into play. And the reason why I say sometimes even before, after I get into play is because a lot of y'all know I play the Premarket Pumps. That's where y'all know me from, the live streams. And something pops 50% and one candle. I'm checking fundamentals super quick, the news, the daily, the technicals. Like, so there's times I miss things and I get in tickers quick. But risk management has been the secret ingredient. If my thesis has changed, I don't hold and hope. Like, that is not sustainable. It worked for me because I was a decent trader and could size up and get out on the flushes, and even then I took some massive losses, as you can see earlier. But risk management, it has to be number one, protecting capital. And it forced me to get better entries because of that, because I can't let them play as much as I used to allow myself to let them play. And which brings me to my next point, the technicals that I really am drawn to this year lately is the 200 moving averages and the gap fills. Like, of course, those are always good entries, but I've been focusing more on A+ setups, and the problem is, like, I can hold my own in a group of people. If, you said short this stock and find a way to make money, I think I could hold my own, but that doesn't mean that I should always take an entry. And it's something I'm still dialing in. Today did a really good job, mostly because I was traveling, but only took 3 trades. Green day, a very green day, solid day. And the crazy thing about it is that my car is switching lanes, and I'm still getting used to this autonomous driving. But anyways, one of the, even today, I only took 3 trades, and one of them was a loss and 2 wins, and that's it. And some days I take way more trades than that. I mean, like, substantially more trades than that. It's because, one, I'm on live stream, and it's more exciting when there's plays, but 2, it's when I'm staring at the charts, I'm trying to find a reason to get into play, and I'm trying to slowly change my reasoning to find reasons not to get into play. And it's forcing me to wait for the best opportunities. And which goes back to the technicals, that I've learned that even if the company is fundamentally decent, if there's some strong technical levels, like, it's still in play. It is still in play, because I'm not trying to hold this for days, for hours. Sometimes, it's just a few minutes. It flushes excessively quick to the, to a gap fill area. Yeah, I'm going in there, and I'm probably going to go in heavy, because even if it blows past that level, it usually at least acknowledges it. Which, what I mean by acknowledge it is slows down, rejects off of it. Even if it breaks through it, there's some type of price action at that level that I usually can find a way to take advantage of. So as 2026, as we go into this year, is something that I'm going to try to trade less and focus on more of the A+ setups. Man, the piece that comes with that, it's worth a lot. And again, I like trading. It's fun. I'll get into some positions probably I should be in at times, and I am not going to promise that's not going to happen, but I am going to be focusing more on A+ setups going into next year, and it's something I have been focusing more attention on and going heavier for those plays. And if it's a setup I'm not as confident about, smaller size. And since we talk about technicals, so fundamentals basically next, which is Ask Edgar. So on live stream, you heard me say this many times, like, I think the free version will suffice for most people, but I got the paid version and the Discord, and man, they are constantly updating, and it just makes it so easy to get a very good idea of the company within like seconds, minutes. Like, I mean, it's something that I didn't have when I first started trading, not even close. And now it's just right at your fingertips. And the reason why I say the free version works, you still get a high level overview of the company's fundamentals, their cash position, open offerings, things like that. But the Discord, man, between the historic charts as well, like when they previously popped, it'll tell you whether, is it historic fader, the last 5 times it popped, it faded 4 times, 1 time was flat, or if you might see and say, hey, this one popped, and the last 3 times it closed over VWAP. Like, that's not a ticker I want to short. And that would have took me a long time to research previously. And then, like, really digging in who the underwriters are and the dilution that's on the book. I mean, it's pretty impressive what they put together. And I have a link for it in my description. Like I said, I get nothing out of it, especially if you do it is affiliate link. I mean, if you pay something, I get an affiliate for that. But the free version, even just to try it out, I recommend it. It helped my strategy substantially, focusing more on the quote-unquote, trash companies instead of the solid fundamental companies. So highly recommended that, and can't believe this was not a part of my trading prior to it. And then the next one is basically just fewer emotional swings. Like, and it kind of goes back to the risk management. Is I really enjoy trading, but it is an emotional roller coaster. Like, especially what I do, shorting small caps, especially in pre-market, where they popped up in the last 2 minutes. There's been a 60% swing, and from where it started to where it's at now, and you're making split-second decisions to short and average in or a close. It can be stressful. So that's why the risk management has really helped, and I want trading to be sustainable long term. I enjoy it, but I have noticed there's times that it has cracked me, it's broken me, it's been tough to get here, and I just want to always be clear about that. Is like, trading, I support it for sure. It's changed my life, but it hasn't been easy. So you're going to have to put in the reps to get to where you want. The journey's not always rainbows and butterflies. It takes a lot of reps and learning and surrounding yourself with the right community, and which of course I recommend our community. But even if it's not our community, just people that think positively, growth, that have a legit strategy, that can confirm that strategy. Like, you really highly recommend surrounding yourself with like-minded people. And then the last thing, which kind of piggybacks off that, is just the gratitude. Just I first of all, I want to thank everyone that's a subscriber, everyone that's a part of the Discord, making this dream come true, having a trading group. It's been super rewarding to see some of the growth in the group. And then, to kind of piggyback off that is just, embracing those dark moments. Like I personally believe, God puts us in these tough battles at times, these dark moments to force us to grow. I know I've grown way more from the hard moments than the good moments, because the good moments I don't change. The hard moments I force myself to, and I've been pretty good about that. And most of y'all know about the brain injury I went through. Lost 5 years of my life. Forgot who my wife was. Forgot my education. Then those years never came back. Just so you know. So it was a brutal time, I must say, when things were not, it was far from rainbows and butterflies. But I do think that we grow in those moments, and I try to make sure I do that in my personal, professional, and in trading as well. It's just like, if something's not working, like spring and summer wasn't working for me, like I'm a completely different trader now, and I force myself to lay off some of the front side whenever it's really hot. Learn that if I do trade front side, I got to have some really tight stops, and be disciplined. So just continue to grow. I think exciting things are in store for our community, for the trading journey in next year. And I just wanted to, take some time to, I was reflecting in my head. I was like, I might as well verbalize it and share it with everyone on YouTube. So hopefully you got something out of this. And, I will hope you have a good holidays. And I will be back live streaming on Friday. So I'll see you there.